Hey guys, welcome back again for a new video, and in this video you will be learning how to create notifications for your Android application. So without wasting any time, let's jump into Android Studio and see how it's done. So here I've created a new project with an empty activity. So as you can see here, there is nothing much inside the main activity.java file, and there is nothing inside this activity main.xml. Instead, just there is a text view there. So first of all, what I'll do, I'll just delete this text view from here and I'll drag in one button here which will send the notification when we click this button. So the text would say send notification. Now let's constrain it to the center by centering it horizontally in parent and then centering it vertically inside the parent. And now this button has an ID of button. And now let's go to the XML file, and here I'll create an on-click listener for this button. So on click and send notification. And now what I'll do, I'll create this method inside my main activity.java file. I just pressed Alt and Enter and then create send notification in main activity. So now we have a method here inside this send notification that is inside the main activity. Now the basics are complete. So let's implement notification in this application. So beginning with Android API 26, that is Android Oreo, you need to create something called channels through which the notification is posted. And below API 26, that is still to API 25, you do not need channels. But here we'll be covering both the parts, that is below 26 and 26 and greater. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new class, and that will be our notification helper class. So I'll right click here and I'll create a new Java class and I'll name this notification helper. And in this class, I'll be implementing all the methods, that is creating channels and then sending notifications. So your main activity is clean. You just simply have to call this notification helper class, and then you can simply send the notification from inside this notification helper class. Now let's click on OK here. And now what I'll do, I'll increase the font size first. Now firstly, this class should extend from context wrapper. So we can have the context inside this class. So it extends from context wrapper, this one here. And now we need to implement the constructor for this class, and I'll press again Alt and Enter and create a constructor matching the super. So let me complete a bit of housekeeping, that is the tag matches, that is the tag for this class. So log t, we have a tag. And now here inside this class, what I'll do, I'll create a private method that is to create the notification channels. So private void create channels like this. And now from inside this constructor of this class, I'll call this method from here itself. So create channels. Now here you should only create channels only when the API level is 26 and above. So we can make a if check before this create channels call. So if build dot version dot SDK int is greater than equal to build dot version codes dot o, that is the Oreo, that is API 26, and then only we need to create the channels. Otherwise the channels are not necessary for you to create. And now here inside this create channels, we'll create our notification channels. And before creating the channels, because we'll be using the notification compat library for posting notifications to support our older versions of Android, so we need to include a dependency. So let's copy that dependency from the Android developer website itself. So here I'll provide a link to this page here, and here I'll just copy this dependency from here. So I'll Control C and then I'll open my build.gradle module app file here and I'll paste that dependency here. And now let me sync my project. And this is giving an error. You don't worry about this error because it is saying that I need to migrate to Android X, but I'm not doing that in this video. So you should be okay if you are using this thing here. It won't hamper your notifications. So now I'll close this app build.gradle file. So now let's start creating these channels. So I'll be creating only one channel in this video, but you can implement the same logic to create more channels for your application. So here I'll create a private string that will be used for the channel name. So channel name, and this could be anything which you want. So here I'll just simply write it as high priority channel. Like this, and then you need to provide in a unique ID for this channel. So again, that is itself a string. So channel ID, and this should be equal to, since this should be unique, so what I'll do, I'll just copy my package name from at the top here I'll just Control C there and I'll paste it here, and then I'll append my channel name to this channel ID. So plus channel name, so that my channel ID is com.example.notifications channel name. So this is the channel ID of my channel. And now let's go inside this create channels method here, where I'll create my channels. So firstly, what I'll do, I'll call this class, that is notification channel equal to new notification channel. And here this takes in 3 arguments. First is the channel ID, so I can provide that channel ID which I just created, and then the channel name. So the channel name is this, and let me give me some more room here. And thirdly, it takes in the priority of the notification, that is the priority of the channel. So here I'm going to create a high priority notification channel. So you can set the priority of the channel using this. So notification manager dot importance, default, high, low, max, min, none, whatever you want. So I'm creating a high priority channel, so I'll use this value here, that is the notification manager dot importance high, like this. Now I'll add some more values to my channel. So notification channel dot enable lights to be true, that I want the notification light to light up when a notification arrives. And then I want to enable one more thing, that is notification channel dot enable vibration to be true, that is when a notification arrives it should vibrate the phone. And then we need to provide an optional description of the channel. So this is completely optional if you want to provide a description for your channel, because this description is shown in the settings of your application. So I'll show you in the later part of the video. So notification channel dot set description, and this is the description of the channel. And then we can also specify the color of the notification light. So notification channel dot set light color, and here you can simply pass in color dot red, because I want my notification light to be red. And this all redness which you see here, that is the squiggly line, that is the red line at the bottom here. So to remove that squiggly line, what we can do here is that we can annotate this create channels method with requires API annotation by pressing Alt and Enter on this squiggly line here. And now you can set something more to your channel, that is the lock screen visibility. So notification channel dot set lock screen visibility, and it should be notification dot visibility. You have again 3 options, that is it should be private, public, or secret. So I'll specify it as public. And then what you need to do, your channel thing is complete, but now you need to create the channel. So what you can do, you can get an instance of notification manager. So notification manager equal to get system service, and here you can provide in context dot notification service, like this. And now we need to cast it to notification manager. So I'll press Alt and Enter again and cast this to notification manager thing here. And now what I'll do, I'll take this manager and then I'll create this channel, that is create notification channel. And here inside this, I'll just pass that notification channel which I created, like this. And now your channel have been created. And in the similar fashion, you can create more notification channels for your application as required by you. And I suggest you to create at least 2 channels for your application. One is the default channel and one is the high priority channel. So now our high priority notification channel has been completed. So let's remove some spaces from here because we need more space. And now what I'll do, I'll create a new method here, that is a public method, that is to send the notifications. So here I'll create a new method, that is public void. I'll name this method as send high priority notification. Send high priority notification. And this method would take in 2 arguments, that is the title of the notification and the body of the notification. So string title and string body. And then what I can do, I can call this method from inside my any activity or any fragment to send the notifications, so that you don't have to write any code inside your main activity or your fragments. And now here inside this send high priority notification, I'll create my notification here. So I'll create a new object of notification equal to new notification compat dot builder, like this. And here we need to pass in two things. So the first thing is this, that is the context, and we can pass in this simply here because we are using the context wrapper class. So we can pass in this for the context, and then you need to pass in the channel ID. So since we have defined our channel ID here, that is the channel ID is this thing here, so we can pass in that channel ID to send notifications through that channel, the channel which we have created inside this create channels method. So here we can simply pass channel ID, and then we can attach some methods here on this notification object. So like set content title, and since we are getting the title inside this method here, so we can use that title. So set content title would be title, and then set content text. So this is the body of the notification, so set content text, and this should be the body, so we can provide in body here. And then we can set a small icon to this notification, so set small icon. And one thing I should tell you that for every notification you should set a small icon for your notification, otherwise it will throw an error and your notifications won't be shown. So let's create a small icon for this notification. So let's go to this drawable folder and right click here. I'll create a new vector asset. I'll change this icon to notification. I'll use this bell icon here. I'll click on OK here and next, and then finish. And then I can use this notification icon that we have created here inside our notification. So small icon would be r.drawable dot notification active dot black, and then we need to set the priority of this notification. Now this thing is a must because since we have created a channel ID here, that is we have created a channel here, and we have provided a channel ID on this notification compat.builder. So whenever this notification is sent on API 26 and above, this channel ID would be used. But for devices running API 25 and below, you need to set a priority for that notification to show on that devices. So this particular line of code, that is a set priority, is used only when your device is 25 and below. So here we can define the priority of this notification by this thing here, notification compat dot priority high. Since this is a high priority channel, so we should provide in a priority high. And now let's also provide a style to this notification. So we'll use a big text style. So set style, and it should be new notification compat dot big text style. And as you can see that you have a couple of styles here, so you can go to the documentation and get to know each of the styles, but here I'm using the big text style, and most of the times you will be using that big text style only and no other style, or you could be using that big picture style to show a big picture inside your notification, but here I'm using only the big text style like this. And then we can attach some more things here, that is we can set a summary text to this notification. So here I can provide in a summary text like this. So I'll just say here summary, though you should also take the summary text as a parameter inside this high priority notification, but here I'm just setting it as summary as a constant here. And then you can also set big content title. So again the content title would be the same title like this, and then you should pass in the big text, and the big text should be the body itself, so like this. And then what you need to do, we can simply build this notification. So build is build, and now you need to post this notification. So to posting the notification, you have two options. One is the notification compat manager class, and then the simple notification manager. But I would recommend you to use the notification compat manager for sending in the notification, because it handles the new and old APIs very efficiently. So I'll get that notification manager compat dot from, and for the context you can pass in this, and then you can simply call notify, and here you need to pass in an ID and a notification, and this ID should be unique for every notifications. So if you try to pass in the ID that has been used for other notification, then this notification would override that notification, that is the previous notification. So if you want to show all the notifications in your application, you don't want to hide any of the notification, or you don't want to replace any of the notification, then what you can do, you can provide a random next int as an ID here. So that's what I'm going to do here. So new random dot next int like this, and then we can pass in the notification. And then by pressing Alt and Enter, I imported this random class here. As you can see here that we have the utility random class here. And now this notification manager compat would post your notification accordingly. So now let's go to the main activity from where we can send the notifications. So firstly, let me create an instance of our notification helper class we have just created. So notification helper. And here in the onCreate method, I'll initialize that class. So notification helper equal to new notification helper, and here you need to pass in the context. So for the context, we can pass in this, that is the main activity. And now to send the notification, you can simply call that public method we have created, that is the send notification method. As you can see here, that is the send high priority notification, and you can pass in the title and the body. So here I can just call notification helper dot send high priority notification, and here we can pass in the title. So this is title, and for the body you can pass something funny like this is some awesome notification, and wow, I learned it the easy way, something like this. And now let's run our application and let's open our application. And now as you see that we do not have any notifications, just this USB debugging connected is the notification here. And now as soon as I click on this button, that is the send notification, we'll be getting our notification. And you saw here that this is the title, the summary is posted here, and let me open it. And now this is the text of the notification. And now if I click on this notification, nothing happens. So now let me close this app, and now I'll force close this app. And even now if I click on this notification, this is not taking me to the application. So for that we have to do a little bit of extra work. So I'll tell you that now. And if I long press on this notification icon, and if I click on more settings here, then we are taken to the settings inside our application, that is the notification settings of our application. And here you can see that this was the name of the channel we have provided, that is the high priority notification, high priority channel. And now if I click on this high priority channel, I am taken inside that high priority channel, and here we can see that this is the description of the channel. And if I open my Android Studio and I'll open my notification helper, and as you can see that this was the description we have given to our notification channel. And as you can see here that this is a description of that channel, and this is the same thing as we can see here inside the notification settings of our application. So that was the reason for you to provide the description of the channel. So now let's go back to our application, and here since we cannot open the application on pressing the notification, so we need to do something to our send high priority notification. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one more parameter here, that is the class name. So class, and here you can simply type in the activity name, that is the activity you want to open when you click on the notification. So if I call this method, what I want to do, I want to open this main activity itself. So here I can simply type in main activity.class, and now we have an access to this main activity.class in our send notification method here. And now when we build this notification, we need to add something called a pending intent to this notification, so that it opens our application when a user clicks on this notification. So for that, firstly what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new intent. So intent equal to new intent, and intent would be this comma activity name, because this activity name is the activity name you want to open when a user clicks on your notification. And we have passed this activity name from our main activity here, that is from inside the send notification thing here, that is the send high priority notification, and here we have passed in main activity.class. So now let's go back to notification helper, and now here we need to create something called a pending intent. So for that let's create a pending intent. So pending intent equal to pending intent dot get activity, and here you need to pass in 4 things. Firstly is the context, second is the request code, third is the intent, and the int flags, that is the pending intent flags. So for the context you can simply pass in this, and for the request code you can pass in any code. If you want to handle this intent inside your activity, then you should keep a track of that request code, but for now let me pass 267 for the request code. And now the third argument is the intent, so we can simply pass intent here, and then we need to pass in the flags. So pending intent dot flag, and for the flags you have again 5 options, that is the flag cancel current, flag immutable, no create, one shot, update current. What I prefer to use is flag update current because it will update the current notification. And if you want to know more about these flags, then you can read more about these flags, but as far as this video goes, I will use this flag update current. And now we need to add this pending intent to our notification here. So here let me add that pending intent. So by setting set content intent, and here it takes in a pending intent, and pending intent we have already created. So pending intent like this, and now we set one more method here, that is set auto cancel, that is set auto cancel to be true. That is if someone clicks on the notification to go to the main activity or whatever activity you have defined here, so that it will automatically remove that notification from the notification drawer. So that is the use of the set auto cancel method. So now let's run our application again, and now let me open this, and as you can see here that there are no notifications. And now if I click on the send notification, we get our notification. Now let me close the app. Now let me also force close the app. Now our app is not open. As you can see here, there are no apps. Now let me open the notification drawer, and now if I click on this notification here, we see that we are taken to our main activity which we have defined inside this pending intent here, that is the activity name. And moreover, as you can see here that the notification has been dismissed from the notification drawer because of this set auto cancel to be true. So guys, this is all about creating channels and creating notifications in your Android application, whether it's on API 26 and above or below 26. And I hope that I have helped you in some way. So if you have liked the video, do hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. And if you want, you can support me on patreon.com. I'll provide the link in the description below. So thank you, bye bye, tata, take care, and have a good day.